Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I would really love that. If you're returning, how are you doing today?
Garage closed.
Welcome to the Crazy Pants Family channel. I'll tell you, ever since I have my niece and nephew here with me, I need a little bit more of this. And a hell of a lot more candy. So, if you haven't signed up for our newsletter yet, please do so. All the information you're going to need is in the description box below, along with my email address and Trish's email address, okay? So you can get a hold of us even if you just need to talk, okay? We're always here for you, all right? So grab your coffee, maybe chocolate, definitely your comfy pants.
Garage open.
If you have burritos, I'm sure my niece will want some. What?
The big freezer or the small freezer?
The big freezer.
Oh my god. Come on, Penny.
So, I have a lot to discuss with you today, okay? So my mechanic, you all know him as Dirty White Boy, okay? And he sent me 2 pictures that I'm going to be showing to you, okay? And he said that he saw this at his bank, okay, on his computer screen, okay, when he went to log into his account. And also, he saw this on the TV screen that has to do with CVS and Walgreens, okay? So he took a picture of his TV screen while he was at his shop, okay? The first picture is of the computer screen at the shop, and he said, I want to forward this to you. It's about bank closures from my bank. Now, he's with PNC, okay? And a lot of you guys have talked to me about PNC Bank. And this picture for our visually impaired friends and family in our community, okay, it says, in the case of temporary bank closures, check out other ways to bank with PNC Bank, okay? Now, with the second picture, it's of his TV screen. Okay, and it's up on the wall in the garage, and it says CVS and Walgreens temporarily closing some pharmacies on the weekends. Okay, so here, check these out. Now, as always, there's always going to be links in the description box below, okay? And that's right below the video, okay? There's going to be like a little symbol, an arrow or something like that. And you're going to click on that and the description box is going to drop down. And there's always going to be links in the description box below. So there's going to be very informative links, okay, for you to click on. Plus, there's also going to be links in there that go to small businesses that are owned by people in our community, all right? So, now, the links that I'm going to direct you to right now, all right, that I want to talk about, is about a tsunami. And this was brought to my attention by Tara Douglas, and she's my channel moderator, okay? Hang on.
Oh my Lord.
Okay, son, guess what? Mom's on camera. Okay, so he's yelling at the cat. So all of the links are in the description box below for the tsunami that is apparently going to be hitting the Pacific side. I am guessing that's what this is. Okay, now on to this, okay? There are 2 videos, okay, that I'm going to share with you that were sent in by a subscriber, okay? And the subscriber said to me, it finally hit my town. I've been keeping a journal since early 2020, listening to the experts with godly discernment about what's coming, and I've been prepping since. I grow my own garden. I raise 18 chickens. And we have enough food to last at least 2 years. That's amazing. And share with family who are not listening to sound advice. We all go through this, all of us. Thank you for what you do. Keep getting the word out. Oh, well, thank you, honey. So here are 2 videos that I'm putting in back to back, okay, so you can watch them. Here you go. And then here are some pictures from the same subscriber, okay, that she sent in. And this is of the water aisle. Like the deli aisle, like where they have the cheese. Okay, like the shredded cheddar and stuff like that. The milk. Oh my God, it's literally empty. Here, look. And then this subscriber sent me this. She said, it's finally called what it actually is. In writing, the truth is here. Check this out. So she sent me a picture of a letter that was sent out. And it says, Dear Minister, and this was sent out by a Minister of Finance, by Ministry of Finance of the Netherlands. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it says, Dear Minister, it is my great pleasure to honor to invite you to the 51st World Economic Forum annual meeting, which will take place from January 26th to the 29th, 2021, okay, in Davos Klosters, Switzerland. With this true global gathering, bringing together political, business, civil society, and media leaders at the highest level, the forum aims to provide a clear signal at the beginning of next year. The beginning of next year, so that would be now, that the world has moved out of the Rona pandemic. The discussions will focus on shaping policies for the post-Rona era under the theme of the Great Reset. Of course, the meeting will only be held if the forum can guarantee the safety and health of all participants. As a member of the Regional Action Group for Europe and Eurasia, your contribution to the work of the Great Reset will be especially critical at the annual meeting. In view of the long-term consequences of the pandemic for fiscal policy and public finance, your participation would be crucial to shaping the future of the global financial system. The forum will work with your staff to ensure that your participation becomes a major force in the shaping of the Great Reset. I look forward to welcoming you in Davos. Okay, look here. Look. Okay, now there's going to be a link in the description box below. I cannot speak on this, but I will say this, okay? The U.S. government admits that this has damaged natural immune system. That is all I'm going to say. Stormy, your religion. Now this, okay? This was sent to me by a subscriber. And she said, Stormy, your religion. Stormy, your religion. She said she got this from her neighbor and she wanted me to read it. So here we go. This is Memoirs of Extraordinary Popular Delusions and Madness of Crowds. All right. This is by Charles Mackay, 1841, revision of in 1852, emphasis added. Preface to the edition of 1852. In reading the history of nations, we find that, like individuals, they have their whims and their peculiarities. Forget it. There are seasons of excitement and recklessness when they care not what they do. We find that whole communities suddenly fix their minds upon that one subject and go mad in its pursuit. I'm trying to stop my cat from touching my camera, so you're wondering what I'm doing. that millions of people become simultaneously impressed with one delusion and run after it till their attention is caught by some new folly more captivating than the first. So I have said this before many, many times, with this shiny new object over here to divert your attention from what's really going on over here. Okay? So we see one nation suddenly seized from its highest to its lowest members with a fierce desire of military glory. Another as suddenly becoming crazed upon a religious scruple, and neither of them recovering its senses until it has shed rivers of blood and sowed its Stormy, stop it. Its senses until it's shed rivers of blood and sowed its harvest of groans and tears to be reaped by its prosperity. This is what he wants, I'm sorry. At an early age in the annals of Europe, its population lost their wits about the Jesus and crowded in frenzies multitude in the Holy Land. Yes, Stormy, I know. Another age went mad for the fear of the devil and offered up hundreds of thousands of victims to the delusion of witchcraft. At another time, the many became crazed on the subject of the philosopher's stone. Harry Potter? I'll go on. And committed follies till then unheard of in the pursuit. It was once thought a venial offense in very many countries of Europe to destroy an enemy by slow poison. Persons who would have revolted at the idea of stabbing a man to the heart drugged his pottage without scruple. Ladies of gentle birth and manners caught the contagion of murder until poisoning under their auspices became quite fashionable. Really, some delusions, though notorious to all the world, have subsisted for ages, flourishing as widely among civilized and polished nations as among the early barbarians with whom they originated. That of dueling, for instance, and the belief in omens and divination of the future, which seem to defy the progress of knowledge to eradicate them entirely from the popular mind. Money, again, has often been a cause of the delusion of multitudes. Sober nations have all at once become desperate gamblers and risked almost all their existence upon the turn of a piece of paper. To trace the history of the most prominent of these delusions is the object of the present pages. Men, it has been well said, think in herds. It will be seen that they go mad in herds, while they only recover their senses slowly and one by one. It's very, very interesting, is it not? Okay, now these pictures were sent in. She said, I went to Walmart today just to pick up a few preps and to see how the shelves were looking. Fresh food looked okay, except for the bagged lettuce, which was missing in action. Took a couple of snaps while I was there. The first picture is candy, second is water, plenty of true value, or great value rather, upper shelf wiped out. Third is baggy salads, fourth is toilet paper, fifth is paper towels, sixth is gum, 7 spices, 8 juice boxes, 9 pancake and syrup. Thank you, sweetheart. So here's your pictures. Okay, so a while ago, I had talked about in a video about what these Satanists are doing when they put like this display next to a Christmas tree, okay? And I can't remember what state it was in. And then last night, was it last night or the night before, Tucker Carlson had spoke to one of these people about how now they're going to be teaching their ways in our public schools. Yeah. So there's going to be a link in the description box below talking about this, okay? And while I do believe in freedom of religion, okay, there's some things that just shouldn't be taught to our children, okay? At all. Okay. And there's 2 pictures that I'm going to be putting in. Okay. And the first picture is, I mean, literally school books, okay, that they want to give to our kids. The second is after school programs. I mean, it's just, look. Okay, so now you've heard about the missing packages, like the Amazon packages and stuff like that, post office packages and stuff like that. Okay, so there's a link in the description box below, okay, the cargo trains that are literally getting robbed all the time, okay, of our packages. So if you're missing any packages, it might have been done here, okay? So here is a video that was sent to me, okay, explaining about all what I was just talking about, okay, and there's going to be another link in the description box below, okay, so here's the video, all right?
$9. Walmart receipt. I was mixing with my receipts. For the Keurig, 122 total. No.
Where was it?
In my wallet.
And then this picture was sent to me by a subscriber, and she said, my, there are a few $1.25 items, but now they're mostly $3 and $5 items, and shelves are now full, that they are charging 300 and 500% over the original $1 prices. No more Dollar Tree for me. Look at this. This is nuts. And then, okay, you all know the wonderful woman that made me my labels for my jars. If you haven't put in an order with her yet, please do. Her link is in the description box below, okay, for print it, okay. She said, wow, Chicago is literally third world now. Ghetto haven for crooks. Way to go, Lightfoot. You and Ilhan Omar are neck and neck for worst states, cities in the country. Oh, and Los Angeles. Awesome. This makes Venezuela and Baghdad look like vacation spots. Yo. Okay, so there's going to be a link in the description box below for that. Holy cowzos. And then this was sent in, a picture, okay, from our favorite female grocer from Tampa, okay, from Smart Shopper. She says, as you know, I work at a store in Tampa. I keep noticing shortages in Gatorade because of the warmer weather. We are trying to stock up because my husband works in downtown Tampa in the elements, so I am starting to stack up on Pedialyte. Also, if anyone is in Tampa, we got a half pallet of powdered milk for $8.99. These are the big containers. So look at that. Okay, now these links were sent to me by my favorite gal pal in the UK. She said, I came across this a couple of days ago. Apparently in Afghanistan, workers are being paid a bag of wheat as the country has no money or something like that. What the heck? I did some further searching and found this article from the BBC saying that the Taliban is expanding its Food for Work program for the public sector workers, and most of the wheat is being donated by India, according to another article I saw. The article also mentions the UN has appealed for a donation of $4.4 billion for the country, and Potato Brains, Potato Brains, here we go, and his cohorts are said to be donating another $308 million in humanitarian assistance. Excuse me? No. It brings the total amount of U.S. aid for Afghanistan and Afghan refugees in the region to almost $782 million since October. So that link is in the description box below. I also found the link to the video on the BBC, which was published on the 29th of December. Kids in Kabul are shining shoes for a piece of bread. So that link is in the description box below. And I told you the other day about OVO Energy in the UK with their suggestions for staying warm during the winter instead of putting the heat on. Yeah, to do those jumping jacks, right? Well, a day or so later, as one of your viewers told you, Eon Energy was the next to start, as apparently they sent all their customers a pair of socks. And now they had to apologize on social media. I love it when these cretins have to apologize for their stupid shite they do to people. Are these companies deliberately trying to piss people off? I wouldn't doubt it. I seriously wouldn't doubt it. So that link is in the description box below. Then I also saw this headline on GB News entitled, "Energy Bills Decline to £2,000 a Year for UK Households." This may or may not be fear-mongering. Who knows? I can't give you the link as my computer can't access their website. Many properties here in the UK are like the size of rabbit hutches compared to our American counterparts. I live in a reasonably sized flat, as we call our apartments here, not a freaking mansion. So how this is ridiculous amount, be justified for a one-bedroom flat, I asked. I have a gas boiler which only provides hot water and heating. Otherwise, everything else in my flat runs on electric. If I could afford a couple of generators, then believe me, I would get straight on the phone with my electric supplier telling them to cut my supply off. And I'd be telling them where to go and poke it too. And you know I would. But on a couple more serious things now before I go, we've all been seeing and hearing things about quarantine camps popping up all over the world. We see from videos they are being posted. The camps in China and Australia are being used. When I first heard about the quarantine camps being built around the world, these were and still are my thoughts. 1, I can see the unjabbed being placed there until they take the juice. 2, far worse COVID variant is coming. 3, or a far worse virus or disease is going to be unleashed. We've all been saying that. All of us have been saying that. They are preparing for something, or they know what's coming next year. I have not seen or heard anything in the last 2 years to change my mind on this. Those are my thoughts on quarantine camps for what they're worth. And last but not least, for the past few days, I have been seeing videos popping up on my YouTube homepage as recommendations, which I haven't clicked on, as the picture and title of these videos tell me all I need to know. Huh. Whoa. And then this was sent to me by a subscriber. She said, please stock up on your meds. I've been hearing a lot about shortages, and it happened to me today. They had 2 or 3 filled, but that it didn't text me as they promised to do. When I checked 4 hours later, they said, yeah, they were waiting on the 3rd to be delivered. then said they should be here by next Wednesday, but that shipment was all spoken for and might be the end of the month. What are they going to do? Hold my 2 other ones until that one came in? It's a darn madhouse. I felt so sorry for the pharmacy. They said the doctors were flooding them with RX and they weren't getting the shipments. Also, this AM at the clinic, it was standing room only with a wait list of folks in their cars. Thank God I had an appointment. Good Lord. Most are jamming up the clinics with a friggin' cold. Stay home, drink bourbon, honey, and tea. That's hysterical. Okay, so these pictures were sent to me, okay? And these are the last of the pictures. No, wait, I have one more picture I have to put in before I go. She said, this put me into panic mode. Okay, seeing what she saw. Okay, and these pictures. Oh my God, absolutely no eggs. Absolutely nothing. I mean, you want to talk about bare shelves? Produce, everything. Very little meats, oh my God. Here, look at these. And then before I go, okay, last night during live we were talking about a landline. What would we do if the electricity went out? We couldn't use our cell phones, couldn't use the house phone. So this was sent over to me, okay, with also a link, okay. She said landline without electric. Landlines always drew their own power from the lines. However, when everyone changed to bundles, the phones were basically voice over internet. Yeah, that's true. I'm positive about this because I have an elevator in my home. Oh, girl. I'm moving in with you. Have a daughter who is paralyzed. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, you got my heart. We were forced to put in a landline in case someone caught trapped inside during a power outage. Oh, smart, smart. The phone is literally a $10 phone from Walmart. The phone line at your mom's house will work with a cheap phone too. If I'm understanding you correctly on what she has, the website below seemed to explain it. But if you have the basic $80 landline not connected to the internet, you don't need electric unless phone lines are down as well. Okay, so there's going to be a link in the description box below. And then I'm going to put this picture in. Okay, so here's the picture, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fearless.